Hiya folks, I'm Grim and welcome to Grim Grooves, a channel where I react to and review music of all kinds. Today we'll be checking out Hikari from Punishing Grey Raven, both the normal version and the orchestral version. I'm excited to look into these because I've only heard a couple songs from Punishing Grey Raven at this point, but they have been amazing. Both of them have just been really interesting, high energy kind of trance music, and it's been excellent because it's a style that I don't hear very often. And I'm really curious to know what this will be, if it's going to be in the same vein or if it's going to be something completely different, because I'm down for whatever and I'm excited for it. But and you guys asked for it too, so that's another reason. But if you've got anything else you'd like me to check out, throw it down in the comments. And while you're at it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe because it helps the channel so much. And I also like to thank my Patreon supporters because without their support, I wouldn't be able to continue doing this, so thank you. Without further ado, let's check out Hikari by GhostFinal. This is really interesting, like so foreboding and so like dread inducing. Like it's just so crazy, like so intense, like such a more like so much more epic, I guess you could say, than the ones I've heard before. Like it's almost like doom music in a way, and it sounds like there's like an electric guitar melody going on in the back of the mix. Like I could be wrong, but it gives me that vibe, especially in like this ear. If you go back an extra like 10 seconds and see if I can get that again. But this is just really intense already, just so heavy and so tense. I'm gonna stick with the guitar. This is absolutely beautiful. Like coming in with the vocals, and this vocalist here is just so fantastic. And now we got a little bit of a drum and bass section coming in here. It's incredible. Like the synth has also been fantastic, and that guitar melody in the background, like just distant in the mix. It works really well to kind of like set a backdrop for the rest of these melodies that are going on here. And the percussion's also been fantastic throughout this whole thing. Like it's really interesting. It's so different from the other songs I've heard from GhostFinal so far, and Punishing Grey Raven in extension. But this is so cool. It's like a phase 2 of a boss battle or something. I was really hoping they would bring back the vocalist here because it works so well for this section. Like it was getting just so intense, and then we just get a flash of white. Now just a complete style change of the song, completely different. But that piano melody coming in here is just so peaceful, so beautiful, and with the backing of the vocals, it adds so much more to it in general. Like this is awesome. They're gonna build back into it, maybe. Was beautiful. Like, such, I was not expecting any of that, but especially the way that it ended there, like, it just went from being so intense to just so peaceful. It's like, it's almost like a crazy battle sequence throughout this whole thing, and then at the end, or right when it flashes white, maybe the character dies or something like that, or maybe the boss dies or something like that, and it goes to, like, now it's just peaceful, the battle is over, the conflict is over, and now it's just peaceful, where, and there's definitely an element of sadness there as well in that final section, but absolutely beautiful. And I'm incredibly curious to see what the orchestral version will sound like, because this was such an intense and such a varied song with so many different styles and a lot of synthetic elements, but I'm really curious to see how it'll sound from the orchestral side. So let's check it out. This is by Polaris Bond, I believe. At least that's what it says. But anyways, let's get into this, because I'm super curious to see what this will be. So already this choir is absolutely, like, it's as good as the other one from the original song. It's fantastic so far. And this piano melody is excellent as well. Like, they're just doing a fantastic job of taking a kind of heavy synthetic song and making it into an orchestral version. This is, again, already just really good. Is so epic. Like, in the original version, it was like I was getting mostly dread and like tension and anxiety from this. It is definitely intense. It's very epic still, but it's a lot more airy in this style with the orchestral version. And like, just all these melodies are just working so well here. Like, and the vocalists, as I said, like, whoever they got to do the choir for this one is really, really good. Like, they did an incredible job here. And I love just like the French horn section coming in there. I believe there's the piano that's just absolutely killing it. Like, the string is coming in. It works really, really well here too. Like, it's all so solid and so well done. love this piano melody. I actually want to go back to the beginning of it, but I wanted to say this is very much a boss theme. It seems like to me, anyways. Like I posited that it might be a boss theme before, but like hearing it in this form, it very much feels like a boss theme. And I could be wrong, of course. I don't know anything about Punishing Grey Raven. I haven't played it enough, or I haven't played it at all. So I don't know if this is, but it gives me that vibe. Like this would fit really well in like a Souls game or something like that, because it's that good and that like well composed. I love how well the different instruments are harmonizing with the vocalists here, or vocalists. I'm not sure if it's one single vocalist with a kind of reverb and echo on their voice, so it sounds like more, or if there are multiple vocalists. But regardless, like it's beautiful the way that it's harmonizing with the different like string melodies and the piano melody and everything like that. Like this is incredibly well done. And the music, like I said, it's like almost like a Souls game before, but it really reminds me of like Final Fantasy 16's music, especially like the boss battles and things like that. It's not quite as well produced as those, but it's very close. Like it's not far off at all, and like it's really good. Like this is incredibly well done, this orchestral version. Like they did a fantastic job with this. Cascading piano notes. Oh, it sounds so amazing. Such an epic and fantastic song, like, and very different from the original, like very different vibes overall when you take it from a synthetic kind of build up with a little bit more of the electronic sections. Like, I mean, obviously the original version was like a lot of it was synthetic, which again isn't a bad thing. Like I do love a good electronic melody and electronic music like that, but when you take that and transfer it to an actual orchestra, the vibe changes a little bit. Like it's still equally as intense and everything like that, but it hits differently in different moments. And the way that they kind of focused on just the first section of the song and built that out is really interesting, because in the other one, of course, like in the last section, as I said before, it was like the end of the battle, like everything kind of calmed down, whereas with this they didn't do that. They just focused on like the crazy intense kind of battle sequence music and kind of built it out a little bit and grew it a little bit and just changed a few things around, but it worked incredibly well here. And the melodies here in the orchestral version were just so solid overall. I mean, the melodies in both were so solid. Like it's just incredible music overall. Like, but these were just both so incredible. Like, I certainly need to check out a lot more from Punishing Grey Raven, because everything I've heard so far, especially these are definitely my favorites from this game so far. Both of these versions were just absolutely stunning and so unique. like so different from the just two like trance songs I've heard before, which again they're excellent. I really love those songs, but there's just so much more dynamic, so much more interesting, and so many different more layers to it. Like, it really told a story with this music, and it was really well done. So epic and so intense and so awesome. So many great melodies. Like, wow. But anyways, thanks for hanging out watching my reaction. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, later days, folks.